What is up, my Metaverse family? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jake, the On-Chain Gamer, and this channel is On-Chain Gaming. So glad you guys are here. Today, we're talking about the top 3 NFTs to get in order to get in early, and specifically we're talking about gaming NFTs. So that's what this channel is about: blockchain gaming, play to earn crypto gaming, and the entire space is super new right now. So you have to realize that almost all of the NFTs that you can get in now, you're kind of getting in early, but not every single gaming project is created equal. So in today's video, we're just going to be looking at the top 3 projects, the top 3 NFTs that you should be buying. And these are just the highest quality projects that I found. And there's not a guarantee, obviously, of future asset appreciation if you buy NFTs for these projects. But when you're buying the highest quality, highest tier NFTs from the best studios with the best like white papers and plans and developers, like that is going to give you the most success for that appreciation compared to just buying NFTs from a bunch of random people, random teams that you've never heard of, random projects, most of which will probably fail. So that is what we're going to be doing in this video, looking at the highest quality NFTs that you can jump into early. So if that sounds good to you, remember to leave a big thumbs up on this video, as that will help it out in the YouTube algorithm. And then also, if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you doing? This channel is all about cryptocurrency gaming. Make sure you hit subscribe and click that notification bell, and you'll be notified when we post new blockchain gaming content. So before I roll the intro right here, I do have to say nothing in this video is financial advice. Please do your own research. Just take this video as informational, and even though I invest off of my own decision making, you have to invest off of your own decision making. All right, so let's roll the intro and get into it.
On-Chain Gaming.
The number 3 project is Star Atlas, and Star Atlas already has some NFTs available on OpenSea. So if you've never heard of this game, Star Atlas is a very ambitious space strategy exploration game, MMO RPG, but it's set around space exploration. There's a lot of strategy content like defending mining claims, getting political control over areas of the galaxy. There's even like Dyson sphere building, and like, yeah, it's a pretty crazy and ambitious game. The team behind this game seems very top-notch. They have one of the best, most well-thought-through white papers I have ever read. And if you want to learn more about Star Atlas, you can check out my video right here. And it's, yeah, about the gameplay behind Star Atlas. And then I've also made a video about the Star Atlas Atlas and Polis tokens. It has some of the best tokenomics of any upcoming blockchain game. So yeah, the NFTs available for this game right now are their Genesis of a Metaverse art NFTs, but these NFTs are not only like super cool augmented reality art, which I highly recommend you check out, but if you own one of these NFTs, like if you go to OpenSea and look at some of the official Star Atlas Genesis of a Metaverse NFTs and you buy them, you will actually receive in-game assets for when the game launches. So it's kind of a way that you can get in early, buy one of these limited NFTs that may just go up in value as an art, as a unique art asset, as a non-fungible, completely unique, like really cool piece of art. But also you're getting in-game assets that are gonna help you generate revenue in-game. So yeah, I just think it's really cool. I think Star Atlas is a great project, but now let's move on to number 2. So the number 2 project that I am most excited about, and I'm sure most of you have probably heard of this before because it is the fastest growing play to earn blockchain game in existence, is blowing up in the Philippines, just like changing the way that people work in that country, changing the way that we play and work in the entire world. And yeah, this game is Axie Infinity. And Axie Infinity has a lot of NFTs. I mean, in order to play, you just have to buy like the 3 basic Axie NFTs and you battle with them, but there are two types of NFT in particular that I want to talk about in this video. But before I get into those two types of NFTs, I just have to say that yes, if you're buying NFTs for Axie Infinity now, you are still getting in early. I know a lot of people ask that question. I just got a comment recently that was like, is now a good time to get into Axie? Is it too late? And no, it's not too late. I mean, if we just look at land, so this will be the first of the two types of NFTs I want to talk about. Land NFTs, and the reason why I think they might be a good investment is because they are limited in quantity. So just like God's not making any more of Earth, so property values go up because as population increases or as people just want to do things, there's only a finite amount of property. So any property you own on the planet Earth's always going to have some kind of intrinsic value because it's limited in quantity. And over time, the demand is probably going to grow for that same quantity. And the same ideas, the same logic works for Axie Infinity land and buying plus in Lunacia. And I have to say though, we're still really early. Only 1/4 of the Axie Infinity land has been auctioned so far. So 3/4 of the land are still unowned. They don't exist in the marketplace yet, and Axie Infinity is still going to be selling those in the future. All we know is it's going to be more expensive than the last land sale was, but we don't know how much it will be or when it's going to be. But already today, you can buy land secondhand on the Axie Infinity marketplace. That's something that I have done personally. And yeah, I just think that land is a really interesting investment. Axie is developing a really cool game that's going to be on Lunacia and then also bringing in their current battle game to this Lunacia land as well. So if this game takes off anything like the Axie Infinity battle game has taken off, then it could turn out to be an incredible investment. But then the other super limited NFTs that I think are great to buy for Axie Infinity are Origin Mystic Axies. And the reason why these are a good investment is because Mystic Axies, they can't spawn anymore. When you're breeding Axies, they can no longer have Mystic body parts. So the Mystic Axies are just from the very beginning. These are Axies that don't have parents, and I think there's only like 1,400 or something Mystic Axies total in the entire game. And also the Mystics have really low ID numbers. Like I bought a Mystic Axie for 25 Ethereum. I know, pretty expensive, but it's the 24th Axie ever born in Axie Infinity, and it has a Mystic part. Actually, it's the first that ever spawned with this Mystic part that there's only 24 of in the game. So it's one of 24 with its Mystic fin that the Axie has. So it's going to be limited. It's going to keep its value because there's no more Mystics coming into existence. So as the game's popularity grows, the rarity of Mystics just continue to grow as well. So yeah, I think it's a really, really great investment. But now let's get to number one. And this is the NFTs for the game that I am most excited about. And those of you who are big fans of this channel probably know what game I'm gonna mention here. Mirandus. Mirandus is an upcoming medieval blockchain MMORPG, which stands for Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Game. And it's going to have a player-owned world, a player-owned economy, and it should be an incredible role-playing game because it's being developed by Michael McCarthy, who was behind 3 of the Fable games. And if you've ever played Fable, one of the best RPGs ever made, for sure. So the NFTs for Mirandus, you kind of have to keep track of when they're getting dropped because they happen kind of infrequently, but also regularly. So it's like not on a schedule, but it happens quite often that they're dropping new NFTs for Mirandus. There is still quite a bit of land available on the Gala Games store for deeds for actually buying like towns and cities in the world of Mirandus. Now, these deeds are not cheap, they're pretty expensive, but I have an idea. My perception is that they're only going to be going up in value as the game launches, as the player base continues to grow. And obviously there's a lot of risk here, both with Star Atlas and with Mirandus, the first and last game that I'm mentioning here, because both of these games are not released yet. So it's possible possible that they will not live up to expectations, so that's definitely a risk. But one thing I want to note is that on OpenSea right now, you can't find a lot of the land. The land is more expensive on OpenSea than it is on the Gala Games store, so I would recommend trying to save up and buy the more expensive land that isn't sold yet. That's personally what I'm trying to do right now. But as far as buildings go, most of the buildings are sold out on the store, but you can actually find a lot of them cheaper on OpenSea. People are selling building deeds right now, building NFTs from Mirandus for cheaper than they cost in the store. And I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe people are having doubts, need money. I know the store prices have increased, so maybe they're still getting a profit on their original purpose, even though they're still underselling the store price. But yeah, I've been finding a ton of good deals for Mirandus NFTs on the OpenSea marketplace, and I would highly recommend you guys check it out, see what building deeds look interesting to you. And yeah, the really cool thing about buildings and deeds in Mirandus is that they should be revenue generating assets. Now, they're not necessarily going to be passive revenue generating assets. Like maybe the land will be, because you can just rent out building spots on all your land. You don't actually have to play. But if you own a building, you're actually gonna have to produce the resources to generate the revenue. So it probably won't be that passive income as far as the buildings go, but these will all be revenue generating assets if you're willing to put some work into playing the game. So I'm just really excited about these 3 games, really excited about the NFTs being released for all 3 of these games. I highly recommend you guys check them out. And if you enjoyed this video counting down the top 3 best NFTs to buy, gaming NFTs to get in early, then remember to leave a big thumbs up as I'll help out this video in the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate it. Hit subscribe, click that notification bell if you enjoyed as well, and you will not miss any future on-chain gaming videos. I'll end it out here by saying thank you to our awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are epic and enable us to make this content. Also, the YouTube channel members, thank you guys as well. If you guys do not know, Nate, my brother, is editing these videos. Josh, our friend, is doing all of the music and sound production for these videos, sound effects and stuff like that. And yeah, we couldn't do it without your support. So thank you guys so much for that support. And until next time, everyone, have fun roaming the metaverse.